Joining us on the show today is primarily the host of Grayling Report, but he does many other things such as the Micah Hanks program and the Paranormal Report with Jim Harold. And Micah, I wanted to ask you, do you ever sleep? How do you find time to sleep, Micah?
Very little. I mean, honestly, you may have seen some of these recent studies where they talk about the fact that intelligent people and motivated people tend to sleep less. And I'm not trying to make a case for my intelligence here, but I am saying that I tend to be one of those people who, like last night, I think I was off to bed by about 3 and I was up by about 9 this morning. So, do the math there. It's a little less sleep than most people get, but, I'm used to it. And with all the coffee intake, I think, it all balances out pretty nicely.
So you're a cryptoid is what you're saying?
Yes, I'm a cryptoid.
So I brought you on the show primarily to talk about the Valentich Disappearance, and which I know you're very familiar with. And how would you describe to someone as, too long didn't read?
Well, and actually I'll say this. I feel like I'm intimately, involved with the Valentich Disappearance to an extent. I've in the past referred to it in a quick word about pronunciation. You often hear Frederick Valentich, but really being of Italian heritage, I guess that the name often you'll hear it pronounced by the Australian media as Valentich, kind of like Valencia oranges. So, there's no finer pronunciation key that one can get for a person's last name than someone who knew that person intimately. And I'm in a unique position with this case because one of my Graylian listeners contacted me a while back and had said, I am a big fan of your show. I live here in Australia, and I happen to work with Rhonda Rushton. And Rhonda was Freddie's girlfriend. And so, she's expressed interest in meeting you and talking to you. I remember when I first got this email, it was one of those late night stints, and it was probably 2:00 in the morning. I was winding down, finishing up some articles or something like that. Didn't hit me what was being said in the email. I read it again the next morning. Freddie's girlfriend